been calculus in my head all weekend.
Right? You're a far smarter man than me. I'm a lot more reactionary, so I'm glad you're going to be bringing a statistical analysis to this. Me, I'm just bringing hot takes, baby. You know what I do. You know what I do.
That's why we have you on there.
Yeah, and we don't just have you and I. As much as I'm sure the listeners love listening to you and I, we're gonna have a few guests. We're gonna have our buddy Sanders, who has been on here before. He did our AFC North preview, did a really good job, so you may recognize his voice. And then we have the great and powerful Jackie. She will be joining us today. She's been on some of the earlier pods, hasn't been on for a while. But she's a North Carolina fan, so I know she'll be bringing the bias, which is fun. So before we get into the bracket, though, I think I need somewhat breaking news. As of 5 hours ago on Monday, March 15th, my alma mater fired their coach after 4 years. Archie Miller, who was pretty much the biggest name for most of the 2010s as an up-and-coming coach and everything like that.
Yeah, I mean, Archie, he was seen as this great wonderkind, fix everything there. His brother, Sean Miller, is the head coach at Arizona. And so it's, I mean,
who's also in hot water. I mean, it's not great to be part of the Miller family right now. So that's definitely no bueno. But I'm excited. I mean, there's some big names being thrown out. Steve Alford already got crossed off. Nate Oates already said no. I mean, obviously the big name is Brad Stevens. Probably less than 1% chance that happens, but that's the name all IU fans are. He's on record saying the IU job is his dream job, and he is on the chopping block. He's probably one of the hottest seats in the NBA right now. He's been with the Celtics for 9 years and hasn't really done anything, has yet to make a finals. So it could be a match made in heaven. Again, Vegas doesn't believe so, but Vegas has him at like plus 5,000 odds, and normally Vegas seems to know when those things happen or don't happen. So yeah, I'm excited. Archie Miller wasn't working out at Indiana, and now it's on to the next chapter. But that wasn't the only coaching news. Newman, you want to share the other coaching news in sticking in the Big Ten? Yeah, I mean, most notably, it was Fran McCaffery getting an extension, and all people are happy to see that. Fran's a good coach. He plays a fun style of basketball. You know, my friends that are Iowa fans certainly enjoy watching McCaffery basketball, but I don't think he's ever going to take them to the promised land, unfortunately. Fortunately for Big Ten fans. But Fran's a fun coach.
This is probably his best shot, right? If somehow they can get past Gonzaga.
Yeah, they had a team of Aaron White, Roy Marble. I'm trying to think of some other guys on that team. Probably about half a decade ago, anywhere from 5 to 7 years ago. They were pretty similar top 10 team all year, but they didn't have a guy named Luka Garza, right?
Right.
You know, Luka Garza is a guy that can. Yeah, I mean, Bohannon just makes big shot after big shot. So if I was Iowa's brass, I would have probably waited to see how he did with his best team ever before giving that extension. I would have waited 30 days. But it was a sign of faith to McCaffery. So I'm sure Hawkeye fans are happy with it.
I mean, some ADs like consistency. When he is like that, it's one of those things where they're willing to pay that consistency, even though really that they're going to win a national championship.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. The Patinos were
there's
in the
a reason
news.
Ferenc has been there for 20 plus years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
In college football,
right,
so
for sure. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, do you want to tell about the Patino news?
Yeah, so both Patinos are in the news here. Rick Pitino, the son of Rick, was fired from Minnesota today as well. And then is taking his 5th team ever to the tournament, which is pretty impressive feat to take 5. I think they said this is his 13th conference chip that he's won.
Yeah,
you know.
So I mean, you're definitely
Kentucky,
taking
Louisville.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely taking Iona over Alabama, right? I mean, Richard Pitino, he knows how to coach in the tournament. How do you pick against Pitino in March? No, not so fast.
The quality of player at Alabama compared to Iona. Plus your boy Nate Oates down there. I don't think Alabama's going to lose that easily.
Nate Oates is not Nate Oates, but the Alabama Athletic already said that Nate Oates is not in consideration for the Indiana job, which is no big deal. Figured that the buyout's insane. So that's kind of the news. I didn't really lay out an agenda. I apologize.
Gino Auriemma is going to miss the first game of the women's tournament.
Yeah, and I'm sure it'll move the line about 1.5 points. They will win by 1 million still. That UConn is a machine. He has built that up there to where it is just not going to matter too much for the women's NCAA bracket. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to cover the first round game. So Friday and Saturday, we're not going to cover any betting today. We're going to save the betting for this weekend. Going to save the betting for this weekend, and Newman and I are just going to give our picks. We're going to give if any of us see any Cinderellas, and then we're going to give our final four and the championship matchup and our champion. So let's start in Newman. Do you want to start in the West bracket?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, here's just the thing. I think Gonzaga's draw is one of the easier ones out of the 1 seeds. Actually, Baylor